Welcome to my plans for Gran Turismo 7 and beyond. This video will release alongside the Gran Turismo 7 release date trailer analysis, and my thoughts on the trailer will be tomorrow. But for today, these two videos were released quite close to each other, and this particular video is saying, to begin with, what is going to happen before Gran Turismo 7 and ultimately after it, because as I've said before, but maybe not necessarily on YouTube, is that I am going to become a full-time content creator. There's still stuff sort of kind of out of my control that I wish was in my control, and I'll do my best for that. But no guarantees on that, but all that's personal stuff. That ain't ideal, but all that's personal, so there's that. But for the stuff that I can control, I will do my best to be full-time. That's straightforward. I've said that now for a while, and now I have the time in which to do so. But again, personal stuff, I'll see about the opportunity to do so. But I have the time to do so now. So I will do my best to be a full-time content creator, and here are my general plans for that. To begin with, in the near future, as always, and near future, beyond that, whatever it may be, there will be clips. There always has been clips, there always will be clips. Because TikTok clips became more popular anyway, so I think that sort of helped my channel out on Odyssey some too, because TikTok and all that. But I did clips before they were cool. I had clips in like 2015 because clips were cool in like 2010. They seemed to have died out in the mid 2010s and then caught back up to being cool again. I like clips. Clips will continue. But that's not the main point. The main point is I plan to do content in a better, higher quality looking way. As y'all obviously saw, the Gran Turismo 7 trailer analysis and ultimately the reaction or thoughts on it will be recorded in 480p monophone. That's straightforward. I'm going full-time, starting with literally nothing, and I don't mean that to scare y'all. Just, I got out of college, I got my degree, I'm good. Nothing really to worry about. But I don't have much money than just getting by. But I'm good. Y'all don't have to worry about me. I have plans for money if I need it and all that. But I'd prefer to do this as a career. This is pretty much a dream job. I make videos about what I know best and grew up on it for 20 years. I can essentially be forever a kid. I can relive that nostalgia and rose-colored glasses and stuff and play video games for a living. That's incredible. And that's what I want to do as a career if I can, and y'all have very much helped with that. I've said it time and again, probably will say it more because it's forever and always true. I didn't think my YouTube channel was going to get a tenth as big as it got. My channel on Library and Odyssey is over 10 times bigger than that. Well over 10 times bigger than that. So I can't thank y'all enough for that. That's incredible. And relative to the size of the platform, Odyssey and Library versus YouTube, my channel is the equivalent of many hundreds of thousands of subscribers relative to if it was YouTube. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers for the badly quality recorded on a phone rant videos, special Tatons, and clips is amazing. And that's part of full-time as well. There's going to be more than rants, special Tatons, and clips as well. I have series ideas. I've done some series in the past, like the Pig Flying Laps, and an iteration of that will be future series. But y'all already saw me hint at Cletus and Cornbread. That's essentially Beavis and Butthead parody. Them being more country. They were from Texas anyway, but they didn't have too much of a country accent, didn't really act all that country. Country as in Kentucky, like we don't say howdy around these parts, folks, but like they do in Texas, sorry. We don't say howdy. That's It's like the one kind of country thing that I don't really ever say in videos if no one around here says it. That's just something I wanted to add in at some point for a few years now, and that seemed like a good point to do. No one around here really says howdy. But anyway, yeah, Cletus and Cornbread. Kind of just redneck parody of Beavis and Butthead, but focusing on Gran Turismo because that's what I know. And they'd be reacting like I made the playlist on YouTube because some of those videos are on YouTube. I don't think it would really work to make it for a library. But I made the playlist of videos that they would react to. And to be quite frank, the idea for Cletus and Cornbread was going to happen with GT Sport. But then GT Sport was terrible and COVID happened. So yeah, I mean, I was even somewhat in the works of maybe getting sort of kind of voice actor type thing, like not just me. Like I do one voice, uh, probably Cletus, and then someone else with Cornbread. But yeah, COVID didn't really work out with that. Like who was possibly gonna do it? They're fine, just COVID stipulations and all that. So whatever, not the end of the world. But I still think Cletus and Cornbread will happen. I mean, I can do redneck accent enough to where I can sort of do two different voices, one of which might sound sort of like my normal voice anyway, but I can do it. And then sort of kind of characters relative to the show. Like, I'll say this too, it can sort of kind of be in Cletus and Cornbread universe because theoretically the universe isn't really totally different from the real universe. Like they'd play Gran Turismo and they'd react to real videos and such. So it wouldn't be like Rick and Morty where it's like a completely different universe in different episodes and stuff like that. It'd be pretty much our universe. So what I'm saying is a character that I've had in the past would come back for Cletus and Cornbread, and I'll just be quite frank, it's Sergeant Parts. I have a plan for Sergeant Parts as well, and so some of the stuff that I had for if I ever had time to make it, whether it's full time or not, I've literally had in the making for like when I'd have time to do it, and that's more than just the Fallout with Doug DeMiro with GG Planet. That video needs its own video for like a video explaining the future videos, but I don't know exactly when that'll be. But anyway, I had even more than that plan. Y'all remember the Plain Down Academy videos with Sergeant Parts, which again is kind of Beavis and Butthead too because they did the private parts joke. But yeah, I have an idea for him based on the Mopar fanfiction videos I've done in the past too. I read some bad. It wasn't even really directly Mopar fanfiction, but it had a furry character named Mopar in it, and I don't know why. It's like the general commercials. I don't know why there's a penguin. I don't know why there was a fanfiction about Bolt, the dog from Disney that had a character named Mopar in it. I don't know, but it happened, and I wish it didn't. But it did, so then that sadly gave me an idea to do not a furry fanfiction, but sort of kind of a Disney type fanfiction with Sergeant Parts and, well, I would just say Mopar. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. And move on from there. I kind of already even sort of hinted at that too. Y'all might get the reference, but yeah, I have a general idea of that. And then also that character, I guess, could exist in the Cletus and Cornbread universe too. Maybe as kind of a Coates Buzzcut type character thing, sort of. But yeah, I've had idea for like 2 or 3 years of creating my own cinematic universe, and I kind of sort of already did that with the Plain Down Academy and stuff like that. And then again, like I said before, iterations of Pig Flying Laps. I'll keep that a relative secret, but y'all know what I'm famous for relative to doing series and all that, and y'all can make your own assumptions on that. But iterations of Pig Flying Laps, Cletus and Cornbread, I'll just say a Mopar fanfiction. I have general ideas for general times. I don't know if those would happen before GT7, after GT7 comes out. I don't really know. Probably Cletus Incorporated would be based around GT7, but I'll just see how that goes. There's no downright guarantee that GT7 is actually going to release in March anyway, but that's an old meme. We know that. Anyway, before GT7, in general, I guess this is before or whenever, I'm not one to ever ask people to donate, whether it's real money or library currency or whatever it may be, but it's straightforward. None of this is coming from YouTube. I will say this right here and now. Other than the direct capture stuff, which, like I mentioned before, might be for the better, at least for the time being, to still use YouTube for, because ultimately the quality of the images, or well, I guess technically images or video, look better when it's in the direct capture because it doesn't go through anything else. It only has to be rendered once. So it's still better to use the direct capture so the videos look better. But beyond that, and y'all probably already noticed it, I've not used YouTube to have stuff with my voice in it. I put the other video that goes along this on YouTube and then this on YouTube. And then ultimately there will be 2 videos after this with my voice in on YouTube, maybe ever, after this one. The thoughts video on the trailer, and then just a YouTube retrospective video to kind of cap off my YouTube. Because YouTube failed, pretty much. I already did a video on that too. YouTube is just, I'll put it in the retrospective, but just, YouTube hasn't met the expectations that Odyssey and especially Library brought. And I'm one for loyalty, Team Mopar and such, but I'm not forever going to be loyal. If something gets terrible, I'll talk about it, as I've done many times before, many different games. But I didn't really think there was a day that I was ever going to be completely done with YouTube, other than what maybe for format reasons is better to have on YouTube, at least for the time being. But that day is coming in quickly. Doing this full time, there's no reason to use YouTube. I'm not going to make money from it. I'm way more popular on Library and Odyssey, and I don't want to alienate anyone. Sort of, kind of, I'm sure y'all have seen the references and stuff. I've been slowly moving off YouTube now for like a year. And back circa 2015-16 when I started, again, I didn't really think I was going to be making videos in 2021 or anything. But I never thought there would be a time where I'm making videos not on YouTube. It's the biggest platform. It has the biggest people on it. And back when I started in 2015, it wasn't as corrupt, nearly as bad as it was now. It certainly wasn't perfect. But just the amount of corruption, I'll get more into it in the retrospective. But y'all know tons and tons of problems with YouTube. And, I mean, circa 20, I wouldn't even say where it was still good in 2010. But I'd say YouTube probably peaked in like 2013, 2014 or so, early PS4 era. I'm a gaming channel. I watch gaming YouTubers and stuff, like all that. Back when you were allowed to cuss whenever you want, back when the DMCA wasn't as harsh with having music in your videos. Back in the good old days, you could have 20 seconds of a song in videos. And I think technically speaking, you can still do that. Just YouTube got evil with that. Like, you could have 20 seconds of a song unedited in a video, and it was fine. You can't do that anymore, even though technically speaking, you should be allowed to. But again, YouTube retrospective. That would be my last YouTube video with my voice in it. Unless there's something downright ultra major happen. Okay, now let's get into more of the fun stuff, though. Clips will probably be mainly going more until November, or just basic talking points that I may think of at the time if something happens. Or whatever it may be, again, Odyssey, Library, especially Library. But, yeah, November. Forza Horizon 5. Hallelujah! We got Forza in the wrong order. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking because it's been ordered, they've been doing it. After Forza Horizon 4, we were going to get Forza Motorsport 8 with the new physics engine. No, but Forza Horizon 5 still looks incredible. I'm sure I would still greatly enjoy that game. And there hasn't been too many clips of Forza Horizon 4 because it's simply, I got the game late. I'm one to do more of my own thing than just try to copy someone else's thing. And yeah, I could have easily done more Forza Horizon 4 clips, so it would have looked almost exact to other ones that have already existed, so I didn't want to do that. By getting Forza Horizon 5 new right when it releases, if my clip releases on the same day as someone else's clip and they look similar, it's not necessarily copying one or another, it's just doing the thing as quickly as it would be possible to happen. So just in that sense, there would be a lot of Forza Horizon 5 stuff because I get the game when it comes out and not late. It should be a great game. Just overall, there should be plenty of clips and such with that. And that's cool. Forza Horizon 5, I don't think it would be massively better than 4 or anything, but hopefully they fixed the sounds. We already know Mexico looks pretty. Forza Horizon 5 should be a great game. There's no denying that. I don't think it would be anything mind-blowingly new or innovative or anything like that, but it'll be a good, fun game. There'll probably be at least a solid 8.5 out of 10 or so from what it's looking. And there'll be definitely some clips and such from that. Beyond that, I mean, that pretty much should take me to GT7. Between just miscellaneous clips and miscellaneous games, talking about things and all that, like ultimately before GT7, I would do a review of Forza Horizon 5, such like that. If NBA 2K22 is free on the Xbox Game Pass, I'll rant about that as usual. There's already plenty of stuff that I know I can't rant about it. I don't even have the game, so that won't be hard at all. I can easily rant about NBA 2K22. So there's a rant taking content. But something that I'll see how stuff goes in between Forza Horizon 5 and Gran Turismo 7 release. That I might do. I might just straightforward make a react channel, quote unquote. I already know it'd be called Special Tating. It's kind of ironic that I made the Rant Tating channel before the Special Tating channel. Generally speaking, I'd have Special Tating on my main channel, and that's fine. And I'd keep it that way. If I do a Special Tating channel, it would be purely just your YouTube style general react channel, but I'll get into that more in a minute. My Special Tatings of things that I'm in would stay on my main channel. Special Tating things in general, like just clips, internet videos, whatever it may be, would be on the Special Tating channel. But if I'm directly involved with it, then I'd keep it on my main channel. But I like react channels in the general sense, but if it's a react channel for the main revenue, or it's a direct channel in which the person is most famous for more than their other stuff, then not particularly. Teach their own on what they like and teach their own on what they do, but still, no offense for those that make the money on it, but I just prefer to do it in a way in which I'm not most known for just doing generic react content. I'd rather it not end up like that. So if I do a react channel, it's purely going to be supplementary or Special Tating channel. I'd call it that. Just react as Special Tating. Special Tating react, whatever. So I'll refer to it from now on Special Tating. So if I do a Special Tating channel, it would be purely supplementary. Like our main channel would still be my main channel no matter what. There'd still be rant tating for the ranty stuff about NBA or Gran Turismo or whatever it may be. But just the Special Tating channel would be reacting to general stuff. Like I already have plenty of ideas of stuff to react to. I mean, stuff from like Barbie Jeep racing, all that. But then I react to various videos on Library. There's plenty of good video. I was on Library, a lot of which I've already posted and such. Purely supplementary if I do that. If for whatever reason that channel absolutely blows up on Library and Odyssey, then I can't really help that. But To begin with, I definitely do it supplementary, and that would be the intent to do it supplementary. Again, I can't help if it happens to blow up to be bigger in my main channel, but the general sense in doing it, my idea of doing it, my expectations to do it, is it would be purely supplementary. I don't want to be known as a rack channel. I just want to do it supplementary. Like, for example, of a channel that I like, there's Troy Dan, which he cusses and he plays video games. He will get mad at video games, and to an extent, he's sort of kind of like a 10-year older, or some say he looks like he's 30 years older, version of me, because he'll rant and say whatever, but he's Canadian. So, like, imagine my phrases and stuff, but then Canadian. So, there's that. So, yeah, he has a regular channel and then a React channel. Because he does say what he wants and he's on YouTube, his React channel got taken down once. Because YouTube is evil. He brought it back as purely a supplementary channel. His main channel has about 3 million subscribers on YouTube. His React channel has something like 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. His React channel is purely supplementary. That would be like the plan for mine and stuff. And that's purely if I do a React channel. Special dating. See, it's even hard for me to say special dating because I'll watch some React type videos, but making the videos in general is just, I never planned to do that till going full time. And somewhat transition into the next thing. I'm still going to very much try for full time because I'll say this, I have an ace that was somewhat given to me by someone else, but relative to what I was born with, I sort of kind of had something that would go with the ace. I know that sounds confusing, but I'll just say Gran Turismo is an Olympic sport now, so I didn't see that one coming a year ago, and now it is. So there's something down the way in which I'd like to still be full-time doing videos when that happens. I'll say that, and then more information down the way, but down the way could literally mean like 2023 or something. But yeah, folks, in general, I kind of have stuff planned out because I've already, again, some of like the Pig Flying Labs continuation with Sergeant Parts and all that, Cletus and Cornbread and stuff. I've had the idea for like some of that even like 4 years or so now. So I have stuff planned out to well in the future. I have a general idea of where stuff can go. I could easily make this video 2 hours if I really wanted to, but I don't think I have time to because again, personal stuff like I mentioned. But still, to begin with, like I said in many other videos too, y'all definitely don't have to donate money if you don't want to, but I am going full time, and the main point of that is the more money I make, because I'm starting from literally nothing. Once I make enough money, I'll get the OBS so I can do live streams, so I can do better edited videos and stuff. But before the OBS, I would have to get a better laptop, so then that would be quite expensive. And I'd probably just, I don't really go anywhere, I'd just get a PC, I guess. But I had to go ahead and get one good enough where I could play games and stuff, like I could do GTA mods, set of course some mods, Gran Turismo 4 with online mods, of course. That'd be the main one. And go from there. So yeah, I do that and then I edit video. But I mean, frankly, that's expensive and I'm starting with literally nothing. So while I'm going full time, I still need enough like to get by and all that. But I'll do the best I can to put what I can into my channel. That's for sure. So there's that. Y'all definitely don't have to donate if you don't want to, like I said, and that's why it's even so delayed to me saying this, because I try to not even really think about that. But again, there's always the option if y'all want to as well. I like even just doing the special channel and saying to donate and stuff. I even have hesitation saying that now, and I even prepared to do this video for a bit and all that. I'm just not that type of person, influencer, whatever you want to say, to beg for likes, to beg for donations, to beg to support the React channel. I mean, I'll do it, but it's purely supplementary. Y'all can donate if you want, but you definitely don't have to, and even just saying that is a bit. But trust me, what I'm saying is probably before, no, my content wasn't good enough to be worth donating for. Again, I got way more popular than I ever figured I did tenfold on to tenfold with library. But I will make the content better. That's what I'm saying. I have ideas for the future. Forza Horizon 5 will happen. Y'all have already seen too, I can do basic editations now with what I have. Like I did the My Dixie Wrecked video, and not what you think if you watch the video. And I did the Beavis and Butthead Cursed Images video. Like I can do basic editations and such with that right yonder, but still, there's more to come. I'll make the channel better. Trust me on that. Again, I'm not saying y'all have to donate, but it's very much appreciated. Because the more that's donated now, the more I can make it better down the road and all that. But again, y'all definitely don't have to donate. There's an option for a reward currency on Library and Odyssey. There's an option for the library currency on Library and Odyssey. But again, y'all definitely don't have to. And then the main thing, we're finally to it now. Gran Turismo 7. Well, I haven't played it yet. Like a lot of stuff is just general speculation of stuff that could happen well before GT7 and could continue well after, so I didn't put that on a direct timeline. The direct timeline really is clips for now, maybe Cletus the Cornbread, maybe other stuff. We don't really know when that's going to start. Forza Horizon 5, Gran Turismo 7. For Gran Turismo 7, I mean, pretty straightforward things. I'll play it, I'll review it. There'll probably somewhere be a rantating video, sadly, but it's almost guarantee at least something. And all that, but because there's a performance point system out, I would say this game would be better in terms of doing more of the community. I mean, there's always been Team Mopar for well before I started Library, well before I started YouTube, well before I started GT Planet. Team Mopar is still there. It's been there for over 10 years now, and that's incredible. So I can do more team-oriented stuff, community-oriented stuff, racing online, performance point system, all that. So I should be able to implement Gran Turismo 7 more with the community, more than sport, and as simply as well, I'd want to more. The game should be better, so that should entice me to do it more, just by default, as performance point system and all that. So that's cool. There should be a whole heck of a heap of content with Gran Turismo 7. I mean, I've based my entire channel, not full-time, on Gran Turismo. I've been able to do it for 6 years. With Gran Turismo 7 full-time and now popular enough where I can make a living from it, kinda, we'll see as it goes, then I should be plenty good on content. And again, I have stuff planned out to 2023, 2024, so in terms of what stuff I can truly do, how long the content lasts, stuff like that. Again, I could go into specifics and I can make the video a lot longer. If y'all want specific questions or whatever, I can then type it out or whatever too. Whatever it may be, I'll try my best to answer it. But I'm going to keep somewhat stuff a mystery just to have it be like the Gran Turismo 7 trail, have it be more unique and more prediction and just keep everyone in a world of wonderment. A world of wonderment. You know, my voice can't do that now. My voice can't do that now, and I still have more to record. So I'll probably just wrap it up with that. I have plenty of stuff that I can do, and I'm perfectly fine with doing it. Because ultimately, this is my dream job, thanks to y'all. I didn't know it was my dream job 10 years ago, because I didn't really think that it was going to be truly a job 10 years ago. I definitely didn't expect Library and Odyssey. I definitely didn't expect Gran Turismo to be in the Olympics. Even though GT Academy would argue me better than how they implement it with the Olympics. Pretty straightforward. But, yeah. A lot of stuff out of my control happened that helped me. A lot of stuff out of my control, personal life, hurt. I'll say that. And it's not a 100% ideal situation, but not much in life is. And I think I've done the best to make the most of it, given the circumstances that I had. And a lot of circumstances out of my control, I think I've capitalized enough on. And which, like, even my family and stuff is okay with making this my career. Again, there's a big thing down the road that I don't want to touch too much on because it probably won't be like 2023 or so. But I kind of already hinted at it. If you all know me in literal real life, which might not be anyone watching, but there could be a chance, y'all probably can guess what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's something down the road quite big that get to it when you get to it. But there's miscellaneous things I've already mentioned that can help along the way. So, yes, folks, this is my career now, and it's still crazy to say. I never saw this happening, and there was tons of stuff that had to go my way for it to happen. There's some stuff that definitely didn't go my way, or other people associated with me in real life the way, and that's not ideal. But everyone involved did the best with their circumstances, and now we're here. And here, relative to a lot of things that happened, is still an incredible place to be in, and not a place that I figured I'd ever be in. So it's incredible I get this opportunity, and I will try my very best to make the most of it. Again, y'all definitely don't have to donate if you don't want to. I don't need it. I still have the college degree. Y'all don't have to worry about me. I'm not begging or anything like that. I'm fine. Just I'm saying, if y'all do want to donate, that would be quicker into having the stuff be of a better format, like getting the PC to be able to play more games, to be able to edit the videos better, to be able to do live streaming on Odyssey, all that. But no matter how things goes, I think I have enough content where it can last for, I'd say, at least to 2024 or so. We have to see if the content ends up being successful enough to make it to there in a monetary sense. It's already been known, library doesn't pay out as much as it used to, and the currency ain't worth as much as it used to. When I initially planned to go full time, I'll be quite frank, I was making more than I am now. My channel was growing at a faster rate than it is now. But I think that's mostly just because library is still in that ongoing lawsuit. I really don't see in any way that the government wins that lawsuit. If the government does win that lawsuit, then I guess I'll have to reevaluate things when it happens, but that could be many years down the line. It could be next month. We don't really know. But I would say most likely the library will win that lawsuit, and then things will get better to that. But that's down the road. That's purely stuff out of my control. But I'll do the best with stuff in my control. Make it as good as I possibly can. Make it all the ways I possibly could. Be worth for in the past, present, and future. However long that future may be. Hopefully ever. That's at least the goal. Yeehaw!